I will, just because we sort of lost a few minutes, I'll restart this prediction. Delete. MSU VNC.
I think after this game, guys, I'm gonna run and grab a drink. Take a intermission real quick. Get myself going still. Did they have Yone? I didn't even notice.
I don't remember. I only sort of mentally took blue side picks.
Yeah, I definitely remember the Diana. I was very excited. I was going on my rant about Chinese Super Saver players, so
Yeah.
they're so good. Let's pick TC. Oh, true. Yeah, fair. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because if it doesn't pick. Yeah, okay, cool. I just thought I wasn't being perceptive enough. I was like, oh, well. Look how many A champions there. It's crazy. Still don't have, we didn't even use the Zir.
They could have, if they were brave enough, they could have filled that entire ban row with A's, but too scared, I guess.
Wait, can they?
I think there are enough.
I mean, the left side is entirely A's. The right has Alistair. I don't know if there's 10 A's.
I think there are.
There's a Zir. Who else is there? Does anyone know without looking it up? So that's the new quiz here.
Oh yeah, and more than enough.
Wow, then I must be not thinking of a lot of characters. Oh, Anivia. I said Azir. Dude. I almost named a Pokemon.
Ash Ketchum.
Oh, true.
No, so Aatrox, Ari, Akali, Akshan, Alistair, Amumu, Anivia, Annie, Aphelios,
yeah.
Ash, Aurelion Soul.
Oh my god, I forgot Aurelion Soul was a character.
Yeah, I know. Poor guy. Like, I get it. It's just, yeah. No, I just had this list up earlier, so I was able to pull it up really easy. There is at least one character for every.
Damn.
And there's so many freaking champs that there's usually a few options. Like there's 7 fucking Zed characters.
Yeah.
And one of them is Zed.
Yep.
Or if there's three X's.
Or if you're American, it's Seed.
Yeah. Smoke Seed every day.
Stupid joke. Yeah. So team composition. Really interesting. There's 3 like really good carry potentials from BNC. Otherwise, they actually have a pretty short range composition. That's like the one big weakness that I would see from that side. They're going to be very skirmishy, very scrappy sort of thing. They're trying to get on their targets. They have movement speed. They have really good wombo. And Shen being able to, be like what you're saying, where they're able to jump. Shen can help that by just he presses a button. They're able to play as aggressive as they need to be. If things go wrong, then they can do the opposite. Fiora, Sejuani, Swain, Jinx, and Seraphine have the range advantage. They just honestly, like, it's a decent composition as well. They scale a little bit better, I would say.
Yeah, they have a little bit more
less early agency.
Like if they need to back off, that's the one thing that I'm seeing.
As far as like
they can't engage quite as hard.
Yeah, team fights as well aren't as like strong, I would say, without like having a lead or getting into the scaling late game. Side lane pressure is really good with Fiora, but like Shen, honestly, like for a tank, has really good side lane pressure as well. Friendly reminder to everybody: Sejuani is more of a pick character than like a traditional AoE like CC disruptor. She's for some reason picked as a pro pick for disruption, but she's more of a pick champ. So yeah, there's really good pick potential from MSU. The Seraphine being able to help layer on top of her teammates and on top of the enemies her ultimate when Sejuani chooses a target to use her ult on. Like there's good synergies there. But yeah, like I said, like they do kind of need items before they can really team fight. And so I feel like the Rift Herald, the dragon fights early on are going to be favoring BNC a little bit, and it is going to be curious whether or not MSU decide to give them up, or if they're still going to try and contest them and see if they can make something work, because scaling or not, you do have the range advantage, so there's a little bit of skill expression that you can have there. See? But yeah, one main thing that I would be worried about if I was MSU is just the snowball potential and just like rundown potential of BNC if they get a lead. And Yuumi does offer some really nice pseudo scaling. Did anyone watch? Does anyone watch the guess the player or whatever that they did for LPL? It's pretty funny. They're like giving facts one at a time. We do have an invade here, actually. I might wait on that.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, gets the flash out of Yone, gets a ward as well, so that's flash. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
That's about as clean of a win as you could want out of that. I mean, aside from like getting a kill, but oh, that was great.
Yeah. So I was saying about the guess the player thing. So LPL did a thing where they interviewed all their players in the LPL about different players from around the world that were outside of China, and they would give one fact at a time, and they would see like when they could guess it. And Sneaky was one of them, and almost everyone was like, I don't know who this is. And then the moment they said like known for their cosplay, everyone was like, Sneaky. It was so funny. Everyone knows the Sneaky cosplay. Too strong. So we're getting a little bit of trading coming up from Grassland dying Fiora. Doesn't want to get out sustained by Shen essentially, so that's why she's going Grasp. Doesn't have like a ton of kill potential on Shen. Shen plays appropriately, so there's no real point in getting like Conquer or any of that. Bot lane, it's looking like Jinx is going to get actually the level 2 advantage. It's very hard to get even or level advantage with Yuumi unless the Yuumi like is playing risky. So still got a really good trade even though Jinx and Seraphine leveled up before they did. So well played. And we got a range versus melee matchup in the mid lane. Swain's just utilizing that, crashing the wave now on the cannon wave. So Yone is going to try and accept this. Swain uses that time to get vision. Is possibly going up towards the top side to get W off. So we got a flash out of Diana here because of it. And yeah, might actually be taking away some of her jungle too. So I was gonna mention about how wave crashing is like super important. Oh, has E be able to proc this? Diana's still alive, gets the cooldown back for her E, but it's not enough. First blood comes out, grass proc gonna come out, flash comes in favor of Shen. And he's able to get out. The angle just was a little bit off for that Vital proc. I think they're able to get this kill on Swain.
Yep.
Swain blocks the auto attack, he survives long enough. Yone is possibly just gonna return to himself and isn't gonna do enough damage.
Yeah.
Swain times the never move really well. Oh, that was almost the prediction of the freaking century. What?
Can he get that?
I don't think he can.
Yeah, especially not with that. He doesn't have his flash or anything.
Yeah. Because he doesn't come up for another 4 seconds either. Diana's coming up, looking for something. Isn't able to find anything. Both the mid laners return to lane, and honestly, it's kind of favoring Froshot because a lot of the minions are still alive here. Tries to use E to dodge, but just a little bit slow. We blame ping here. Ping difference. Ooh, Shen stops the recall on Rad by using the taunt. Swain almost gets the assist on that, but doesn't quite. He's clearing out some vision. Sivir just does so much damage. Diana's coming in from the side, looking to try and get onto Seraphine. Seraphine flashes. Sivir's getting pretty low here. And blue side holds their own against the gank and against Sivir's mana bar. Sivir no longer heals mana when she uses her shield. She ends up healing herself instead. So her mana bar is actually incredibly important to manage. And so like
I don't know how I feel about that change. It's
the nice thing.
It feels like a nerf, you know?
Yeah. And that's kind of like the point. Is like Sivir is insanely strong. Like she was for a while since the rework, she had been like the strongest ADC or contesting that straight. But I think the nice thing about it is that that's kind of her weakness now, is her mana bar, right? Like she can do so much damage. Like you were seeing these trades against Jinx, even though she's a weaker laner. As like Sivir is just able to dish out so much damage with her W, with her Q. So she has to like manage her mana bar now instead of just like landing good E's to like permanently hit you forever. Good crash coming out from Dragox. Dragox is honestly, I don't know Dragox too well, but his management of the side lane is just like really, really impressive. Like, good on you.
We saw them, they were Camille.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like I'm starting to see why Dragox had that advantage. Like he's just managing these waves incredibly, and because of these waves, he's able to like capitalize on small things. Just being able to try and get vital procs, free Q pokes under turret, and still be able to get out of range. Just not be able to be punished for it either. He just has no fear either. This is gonna be interesting if red team tries to punish. Big Natural Chris doesn't look like they want to. It is a minute away for Rift Herald. I feel like this would be an insanely amazing rotation a minute from now. It is gonna be a little bit awkward now if they wanted to do an 8-minute Herald. I don't think they would do. But they get a play it in bot side for this, so honestly, blue team's not fretting too much about any of this. Yone goes for a roam. Sivir goes to cover the lane, mid lane. Jinx ends up capitalizing, getting a plate. Fiora doesn't end up dying. Still provides a lot of pressure. Is trying to crash this wave. Gets a vital proc. Uses ultimate to just be like, hey, I will fight you if you keep going. And it's enough for Rabbit to just be like, you know what? Fair. And walks away.
I'm tempted to say that feels like a bit of a waste, but honestly, not a bad. Like,
kind of lined up.
Just the disengage. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was well played. Yeah. Really, really well played by the blue team. Fresh, I was looking for a lineup there to use his ultimate, but the chain CC just completely prevented him from doing anything. Rad is just trying to hide on the edge of the map until he's able to use Q, but sees that his team is winning, uses Q back onto the Diana. It's getting dangerously close, but yeah, Swain is able to just lay out a ton of damage. And this is great for
that was a lot of
Paragon.
kills for MSU.
Yeah, and this is really good for Paragon too, because like his mid game is a little bit like awkward. Or I guess like early to mid game if you wanted to like be super specific. And he's kind of like able to just completely circumvent that. Which is really nice because you have a champion on the enemy team that is really good at that point. Yeah. Yeah, you got a triple. So like, you know, Yone excels. Like his power spike is right when Swain gets a little bit awkward. So this definitely fixes that issue. I'm gonna make it so then we can further out there. We're spectators, we don't have to follow the rules. Dragox playing very aggressive as always, even when the wave is pushing towards him, he's still trying to get the grass procs. Trying to be as much of a force later into the game as possible. And it just kind of calms back down, people farming up. Scary thing is, 3k gold lead over to MSU at the 10-minute mark, which is significant. And on top of that, they have a Jinx. They have a Swain. Right? Like what I was saying before is like, you know, you wanna respect BNC for being able to snowball to be able to really take over that mid game, but it seems as though MSU is just like set up perfectly to just completely prevent that and then scale up. Probably making BNC sweat a little bit. Dragox looking to try and get this proc for the turret plate of getting taunted. Trying really hard to get that turret plate. I wonder if they know where Diana is here. They do now. Dragox, smart Dota 2 play right there. Goes into the river to get a sustain. We got a ping onto the bot side here. Diana is coming in here. Lots of peel from Seraphine ready to go. They do catch her out in vision. Meanwhile, there is a response player in the top lane, and they're dropping Rift Herald right away. So they're getting the first turret plate. They might be able to get 2 more. Not sure if they're going to be able to get 4 in total here. Yeah. And the classic problem against Yone and Yasuo is because of their short cooldown Qs. No matter what you do with this wave, like if you leave lane, Yasuo just like decides, hey, I'm gonna go get plates now. Like I can insta push these waves. Looking like a dive coming out from.
The ultimate's coming out.
Ooh, good ultimate from Jinx. Yeah. Sivir actually spell shielded the Seraphine ultimate to be able to make sure that she can get the kills, but yeah, that Jinx ultimate, just even point blank, was enough damage to just completely shred what was left of the Sivir. I believe it has an execute, so that's probably what did it. Cole is finished on Jinx as well. So far, we do see a CS advantage coming out from Yone. Yone is clearing out these Raptors to try and keep an advantage, trying to get his item completions as fast as possible, just maximizing his downtime. This is really, really good.
Big CS advantage on Fiora. I think Shen's forced to just kind of AFK and try not to die, basically.
Not sure. I feel like they have an idea that Diana is down here. I'm not sure if they know for a fact because it is pink warded. And Rabbit is just sitting here, like, chilling. Trying to think, hey man, eventually you're gonna say, "Oh, you're probably gone by now."
It's tough to be spending that much time. Yeah, it doesn't work out.
Hate to see it.
Like that's a very risky thing. If you're gonna be in that brush, actually, you need the other team to push in so hard to make that.
And it eventually becomes almost like a sunk cost fallacy. Oh, beautiful sidestep from the Sivir there. Yumi ultimate comes out, finally roots them. Sivir damage comes back off, uses the E again to block the
ultimate says.
Ooh, really good knock up. Wow, that Sejuani knock up was insane. And yeah, because of the Shen ultimate, Fiora's like, alright, see ya, turret. He's able to punish the only way she knows how. Sivir is now sieging on the bot side. So he's collecting away.
I think.
Yeah, dragon and turret. Pretty good. First turret does go over to Fiora. So there's a lot of gold on Fiora right now.
Get more Hex Gates. I feel like we've seen a lot of them today.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely vital that Jagox is gonna want to proc. Whole top side is available on BNC here, so might be seeing a little bit of pressure onto the Fiora if Sejuani doesn't respond. But Sejuani doesn't really have any camps available to her after this Raptors, so we'll see. Yumi is around as well, so it looks like the team might just in general collapse onto this Fiora if Fiora plays too aggressive. Fiora can spam Q in this situation, she should be okay. Yeah. With them just not finding an angle that they want to go, Fiora is just dancing around. Oh, they are able to get the ult off. Double ult now, able to get that kill. It was kind of a little bit too far forward.
Is that even shutdown? I don't think there was a shutdown.
No, she doesn't have a killing spree.
She only has one kill. Yeah, there's no bounty.
Yeah.
The bounty's on Swain. I guess it
played by the
it felt like there should have been a. Oh
my gosh. Such an aggressive
probably
play.
Go down. Sivir will finish her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes Seraphine.
It
So felt like there should have been a bounty on that Fiora. I think just because she's control wave in top lane, it felt like she had that advantage. But like, it's not because of kills. It's just due to doing a good job managing waves. I'm guessing.
Alright. So yeah, MSE tries to make an aggressive play on bot side, and Shen ultimate comes out and turns that fight completely around. Able to give them a little bit more time, a little bit of tempo. They might try and look for another catch here.
Another fight going to be happening by Herald, which I think will. How is this thing not reset all the way out here? Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that the fight's here. Give me 1 second. Alright. So my cat was getting a little curious, got himself stuck. It's cute how he like completely trusts me now though. Like usually he would like start freaking out if I go to help him. But he just like looks at me patiently now and is like, yeah, you fix. Please help.
Well, I think, like, my experience with cats is that a lot of the time they get their something, and you go to try to help them, and they think that you're, like, taking away their fun, you know, because they, like, don't realize that they're stuck, and they're like, no, I want to be here.
Yeah.
It's like, no, idiot, I'm helping you.
Yeah, it might also just be because he hasn't been feeling well lately. Yone goes aggressive here, tries to buy time for the Sivir to use Rift Herald on the mid lane. Might not be enough. Oh, it's just enough to kill.
Yep.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Copy.
Just gonna double check that this is still Sessions Diana. Gaddis.
Ooh, Sejuani.
Aggressive, trying to look for a pick.
No.
Offers his ultimate to get, or his Q to get out. Sivir and Yuumi, or no, sorry, Diana and Yuumi playing aggressive here, trying to take out the back line. Swain damage is coming out. Swain, oh, excited Jinx gets the W.
I was gonna complain about how a lot of these fights that we've been seeing today have been very spread out and very scrappy, and then I remembered that if you Control Shift Z, you can scroll out extra in spectator mode.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I did when he got stuck, is I just like super scrolled out, so then you guys can see the whole fight while I freed him. So, decent lead coming out from MSU. The only thing that, you know, MSU might want a little bit more is just more of that gold, more of that kills on the Jinx for that scaling. But besides that, like, they're in a great position, like, really strong sideline presence that the Fiora has now. She's starting to stack up a tier, possibly working towards a dead man's plate here. Swain's trying to look to get a little bit of gold coming in with the gold bounties. But just making sure all the minions are down, trying to get as much as he can here. He's 60 CS down right now, so it's really tricky for him. Diana with the Yuumi is very, very dangerous. We saw what happened to the backline in the last fight. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah.
But you know, you have smite.
Shen might get jumped on. No, they're just gonna sort of trade the lane.
So now Swain has a little bit of time. Is he gonna do Krugs? Is he gonna, you know, try and help his team? Does have ultimate up. There's not a lot that his team can be doing right now anyway.
Yeah.
And it is a little feels bad where it's probably gonna have to donate this gold to the Sivir. But his team's...
Fiora going into a 2v1.
She needs to get those procs if she wants to win it. Oh, there's the flash!
She's the
Shen ult
scary one
comes
in this
out.
fight.
She has the healing from her ultimate now, is able to sustain back up. Oh,
Yeah.
blocks the Jinx ultimate, stopping Sivir from going down. Jinx is really aggressively positioned here, trying to get Yone caught out. Diana was in an okay position to try and go in.
Rush to get that turret all the way down.
Just stacking to get excited here. Diana doesn't want to stay in, understands that the Swain and the Jinx combo would be really, really fatal. That's an inhibitor down.
That Jinx could get jumped on. Oh, they managed to get out.
She's been playing really aggressively, which is always fun to see a hyperscaler playing aggressive. It means that they're going to pop off even harder later in the game.
MSU positioning a little... Not a little, very aggressively. They can get kind of collapsed on. Oh, there goes the turret, never mind. I suppose BNC doesn't quite have the people up that they need.
They're waiting on a Yone ultimate as well. Just trying to wave clear here. There's not a lot that Yone can do with this, yeah.
it's just kind of an interesting stalemate still.
Yeah, they're MSU is able to whittle away bits of BNC's base, and with the inhibitor gone, the Uber Eats has started up, and so like if BNC is able to stall at this game, there's still 2 minutes until Dragon. There's still 2.5 minutes till Baron, right? Like, there's not a lot of incentive for fights to exist besides Diana Hex gating into the enemy jungle.
They might be trying to collapse on this Diana.
Yeah, I think
comes out. Teleport from Fiora. Seraphine might
she's gonna
go
have to
down.
try to go
No,
1 for 1. Yeah, a little bit
pick by MSU. That's a lot of pressure.
A little bit of aggressive there for the situation that they're in for Vision.
Yeah.
But it is at least buying time for Sivir to get an objective bounty. And they did get a teleport out of it. Fiora is so fast at this point. Almost gets the all proc. So yeah, there's the bounty. Wave is starting to stack up. Jinx is just shredding these objectives.
Probably be able to get another.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like this turtle be gone, no time.
Oh, Seraphine ult misses though. Froshot gets an ultimate down, is able to find Seraphine. Jinx is still on the side here, gets the kill, gets excited, and then they can just re-siege. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another hit.
And with Fiora and Jinx still up, they have all of the resources that they need to just absolutely shred the enemy team.
Yeah.
I think that's game. That's gotta be game.
Well.
Oh, Diana makes a hero play here. Does get a shutdown onto Sejuani, but just the damage coming up from Jinx is just too insane.
Almost turned that around. That was a very good play, but I think that outnumbered here, and Sivir won't be able to fight this off. That's a good game.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do at that point.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
There we go.